Well, it's Evil Pandora back with you. Managed to find a retro hot hatch to climb into to try and tackle this weekly Forzathon Challenge. So that should take care of our first chapter as soon as we pull out of the castle. So the next chapter we have to get 25 ultimate speed skills. They couldn't make it 10, they couldn't make it 20, they had to make it 25. So to complete this one, we'll have to go over 200 miles an hour and sort of maintain it for a while. And there's only one easy place to do that, and that's up on the freeway section where my favorite tunnels are. So let's drive on up there. First of all, let's check out the Forzathon shop. And I own those vehicles that are in there. That 65 Alfa Romeo is a nice car, but I own it. And of course, the Hurricane Performante is a nice one too, but I own it, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's tackle these 25 ultimate speed skills that we gotta get. Now I know what you're thinking. You're saying, can that little Honda Civic actually go over 200 miles an hour? And it's a quick thing. You can get there. Eventually. Just lost my driver's side view mirror on that thing. I thought I had a really nice tune in this thing, but it sure is sliding a lot. Couldn't figure that out about these cars. One day they feel really good, and then you jump in them a couple weeks later and it doesn't even feel like you tuned it. So now we're where we want to be. We're going to be heading onto the freeway and go through. Oh, look at this traffic jam. I wonder what that's all about. Hopefully we'll start registering ultimate speed skills. We're up to awesome. Of course we don't want to hit any vehicles. So now we're starting to get ultimate speed skills, and we got to get 25 of them. I'm not sure how often they pop up, but oh, what I hit there! Must not have been paying attention. I didn't see anything in the road. Something came out of nowhere, I guess, but that's to be expected in this game. And this playground game doesn't want the people to be successful necessarily. You have to get back up over 200. Of course, we're just going to cut through this section here, which I didn't do as good as I wanted to because my speed went all the way down. circle and head back the other way. Try and get some more over 200 mile an hour ultimate speed skills. Okay, now we're over 200. See how long we can stay there before they put something in our way. We've got a bend in the road coming up here that's going to be tough in this little Honda to do. As I'm fighting like crazy to try and hold on to it. Oh, just barely got by that car. Cost me though, I lost my speed. Now let's see how many we have actually registered. See how much more of this nonsense we gotta do. Well, we're past halfway, we got 13 of 25. So in theory that'll take another trip up and trip down to get that done. Theory, of course. We'll see what the practical side of it is. See how much traffic there is to deal with. Of course, it takes into the second tunnel to even try to get up to 200. Now we're there. So we're starting to register the ultimate speed skills and see if I can pay attention to what's going to come in front of me. Which it looks like there's things popping up. What do we do here? Do we maintain any sort of speed? Oh, there we go. Crashy-gillicuddy. Crashy-gillicuddy. What kind of word is that? I don't know. It's crashy-gillicuddy. Too bad they don't count the ultimate wreckage skills in with the ultimate speed skills. I'd be good at that. baby. Get up to 200. 200, please. There you go. Of course, now comes that bend in the road. And now we're doing some agricultural stuff. And we run into a pretty tough obstacle there. So now it's going to take a while to get back up to 200, of course. You gotta laugh at some of this stuff. I don't think we registered, but maybe 2 ultimate speed skills in that up and down circuit. I'm curious though to see what we did. Oh man, these people are wearing me out. Oh, we need 3 more. 3 more. Sorry about this, folks. We'll get it done. Hopefully it'll still be daylight. I could have made it easy on myself and just gone into a race on this thing that I have set up, and I probably would have been able to do it a lot faster, but okay, we registered that. Next chapter, folks. Next chapter. Oh, isn't this great? Tear up the streets and win 3 street scene events. Of course, as I've told you, street scene is the worst part of this game. The worst. I know there's young people playing this game and they think, oh, we can do street racing. No problem. Yeah, it shows a good, makes a good example of how to drive. Let's do street racing. So, back to the event, solo. Yes, I'm in the car I'm going to attempt this with. I hate to do this, folks, but I got it set on unbeatables and street scene events. It's not worth my aggravation to keep it there. I'm going to back the difficulty down. Just so I don't have any street rage that I know I'm going to have, but I'll have less of it. So, go into difficulties, back it down to see if I can handle highly skilled. And let's get this thing started. Remember, I have to actually win. I can't just drive around and hang out. Oh, been paying attention to the little thing down in the corner left, I would have seen that that was a tough turn to make. I don't know what I was concentrating on, driving I think. Looks like a nasty section coming up ahead. Oh, make that next checkpoint, please. Make that next checkpoint. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Oh, thank you very much. We're up to almost 75, well, 75% complete, so I gotta get moving if I want to catch this guy. Here comes the finish, so it looks like we may have gotten the first one under our belt. Let's get this thing started. Looks like it's pretty hard to catch up to these vehicles in the front. Takes a long time for this thing to get wound up. Now we gotta slow down for a turn. Oh, man, that was not cool. I need a miracle to win this one. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. Okay, we pulled that one out. So that's two of the three that we Tiger the most, of course. So let's see if we can win this thing to get this chapter over with. See if I can make this turn coming up this time instead of getting caught by surprise by it. Oh, I didn't make that one though. Evil, there's a turn coming up. Remember to downshift. Thank you for reminding me. Get back on the road. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, Lordy. How are we going to come back from this? What a disaster. I don't remember this one being this tough the first time around. This one's over. Couldn't get back to the front. Nowhere's near it. I can knock off one or two of these cars, but that's not going to get us to the lead. So, we still need the one race, and let's restart this one. Not exactly sure why I'm so inconsistent. We'll get it done this time, folks. It's not a guarantee, though. Oh man! Is this for real? That they have cars doing this in front of us? I guess all's fair in playground games. The little Honda has to tackle this Ferrari. Can he keep it on the road? Well, tried wiping me off on that car back there, but we escaped that plan. First of all, let's see what the 3-star speed is. 3-star speed is 145 average. That's interesting. Do I need more of a running start, you think? And while we're at it, might as well try and load the tune in that's got more speed in it. Hopefully I can handle it. It seemed kind of squirrely when we were driving this before. Oh, that's not going to get it done. Hey, nice of you to hit that guy. I think there might be an edge, so let's get going. It's amazing how there was a traffic car just so happened to be right there. Don't want to get it failed right off the bat, but I lost all my speed. And that takes care of the challenge. Now for the rest of this video, I think we'll check out that new McLaren that we got in the garage. So we'll fast travel back there. Go into my garage. Manufacturer. McLaren. And there it is. It's an S2 at the base. It's rear-wheel drive, which I'm not a fan of. And somebody just said, "What's the weight of it? What's the weight of it, Evil? What's the weight of it?" This car weighs 3,300 pounds. Has over 1,000 horsepower. 3,300 pounds, over 1,000 horsepower. So hopefully that answered your question that you were asking. Let's go ahead and get in it. I think the first thing we're going to do, folks, is dump this color. Let's paint this thing into something that looks a little bit more presentable. Oh, it's advanced. We got advanced painting on here. We got a paint group 1 and a paint group 2. So let's go to paint group 1. And I'm into the specialty colors myself, so I'll scroll down here into something I can tint. Which is this one here. And we'll go down into the what color should we do it? Somebody just said red. Okay, we'll go red. Put some saturation in there to make it look red. And let's darken it up a wee bit. I think that looks alright. That's paint group 1. What's paint group 2 gonna do for us? What does paint group 2 do? Looks like the front wheel. What else besides the front wheel does it do? Let's go up here and see if it does anything else. The only thing I'm seeing is the front wheel. Does anybody see anything else? Front wheel, front wheel, front wheel, front wheel. Okay. Well, if that's the case, go back to specialty colors. Anybody like the pearlescent white? Oh, I'm sorry, Prismacolor white. Anybody? Anybody? I don't hear anybody saying yes, I like that, so let's go on down to where we were and just leave it as that. Now, interestingly enough, we can do advanced on the wheels. What's paint group 1, you ask? Well, let's find out. That's paint group 1. And what's paint group 2? Looks like paint group 1, doesn't it? We'll just do that again. What's the next thing? Outer lip. Okay, let's see what the outer lip is. That covers that. Of course, we're into tinting windows. Don't want anybody to see what we're doing inside. So let's tint the windows. I know this doesn't make any difference, but I go all the way down. So that is the new look for our McLaren Softail. I'm not going to do any decals or lines or anything. That'll do it for that. So now let's see what the tuning setup looks like in it. Of course, we got to get car mastery perks first. Let's do that. Let's see what this is. Multiplier goes to 6. Don't need the wheel spin, but it's a 1, so we'll do it. 2 collisions to break a chain, we'll do that. 10% more for combos. Near miss increased by 20%. Get an extra 15% from free roam. 7,500 skills influence. Daredevil skills by 20. How much cash do we get? 200,000 credits. And speed skills by 40%. We'll do that. Is it worth doing this thing on the end? 200%. I don't know how much I'll race it, but since I'm here, I'll go ahead and grab that. So that's that. Now go over to tune. Transmission's all locked up. Alignment's all locked up. Anti-roll is open. Springs are locked up. Damping locked up. Barrel locked up. Brakes locked up. Differential locked up. So to upgrades we go. Upgrades. Brakes, upgrade. Suspension, upgrade. What about weight reduction? 516 pounds, of course. Go down here to get the all-wheel drive in there. There we go. That's Puff acting up. I don't know what he's meowing about, but the transmission, do the differential to get that be able to tune. What kind of tires do we have on this thing? Looks like it comes stock with race tires, so that's fine. Don't need to do anything there. Go and widen the tires a bit. Wider tires. And now go into the engine compartment. Let it breathe better. Ignition. Valve train. Valves. Pistons, exhaust, fuel system, go ahead and do the intercooler, see what happens if you do that. We're still in the S2 class, do a little more weight reduction. Do yet a little more weight reduction with the drive shaft. And so let's see, we're spending 58,300 credits. Go ahead and do it. We improved our lateral G's a little bit. Increased horsepower, reduced weight, so hopefully we'll be satisfied with that. And we'll go back into the tune, put in some numbers, lower pressure, rear tire pressure, gearing. Oh yeah, we can do the final drive on that one and spread those gears out a little bit. That should keep us off the red line. Alignment. See if my sort of go-to specs work on this one. 1 degree in the front, 0.9 degrees in the back, toe, -1 in the back, and the thrust caster angle will put up to 6, I think. See where we're at with 5.8. So we'll leave it at 6. Anti-roll, we'll leave that alone. Not exactly sure why we got an inch difference between front and back as far as the ride height goes. So let's see what happens if we lower the back down a little bit. Get the front up. Improved our braking distance a little bit, so we'll do that. Damping, who knows? Arrows lock, brakes. Lower the pressure so I don't lock them up, not that much. Improved our brake distance a little bit better. Now let's look at the differential. The acceleration in the front come up a bit. Lower this down. Lower this down. And that's where we'll do that. What's the interior look like? Looks like I'm ready for outer space, I guess. This thing is a low drag car, so it's not gonna take turns all that well. Managed to keep it above 130 in there. And instead of crashing into cars on the freeway, why don't we just get into a little race here on the freeway? Backed up beatable there. Let's get this thing started. We're able to go over 250 in 5th gear, so we shifted up to 6th. We're over 270. Of course, cars are in the way. Handles like a dream when you're going straight. Of course, when you got to turn the wheel, that's another question. Circle coming up, you got to slow down a wee bit. I took that turn better than some of them did. Now we gotta get slowed down here. Here's the start finish. We gotta do a whip around. Pull back out to traffic. Not quite. Eventually the traffic will dissipate. Oh, wow! Well, I christened the front end of the car. Just like they do on ships. Except instead of a bottle of champagne, we used another car. Now, let's see where the speed goes on this clear run. Looks like 270 all it has. 270 is where it tops out. That's a bit disappointing. Of course, as an S2, 270 isn't bad. But with this low drag car, I would have thought that it would have been faster. I guess if we make it an X and upgrade the twin turbos, we'd get faster. Except I can't save any more tunes, so if I won't be able to flip between the S2 and the X tune. I don't have faith in the car to leave it flat out on that bend in the road back there. Well, I already christened the front end of this car, so I'm just going to pull right back out. And handle this last lap here. This time we'll wind out 5th gear a little bit more, see if it makes any difference with 6th gear. Definitely not getting the acceleration I want in 6th gear, but it tops out at 270. But we're going to adjust a little on the gearing so it's got a little bit more oomph in 6th gear. It's not that it handles bad, it just, I don't know, because of the low drag, I don't think it's gonna corner that well. But if you race it in races that have sweeping turns, I think this thing will be alright in those. That's that. Our best lap was a 321. A Ferrari Pista at a 319. Other than that, there was a 324 by another Ferrari. Not going to wait on the last cars to drive through, so that gives you a look at the new McLaren Speedtail. that'll do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. You got to see the new car in action, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.